Welcome everybody to this YouTube video. Today I'm going to show you how to send an email. So what are we going to be using to send an email? We're going to use 1, the Google Sheets, and 2, the app script. The Google Sheets is what you see here, and the app script is what we use to automate what we can do in Google Sheets, in Google Docs, and other Google applications. So what are we exactly going to do? We're going to do this. We're going to send this email here where we say we send a customized email where we say, dear, the customer's name. This is to inform you that the balance due for your attention is US dollar. Then we have an amount there. Your prompt actions are appreciated. Yours collection department. Where are we going to choose the amount and the name here? We shall choose it from another sheet called customers. Right here, which has 3 columns. The name will be selected from here. The email is what we're going to use to send the email, and the amount due is what we shall insert right here in the amount in the curly braces here. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get started. Now we are going to use app script. That is where we're going to write our code. So to get to app script, we're going to say go to extensions, app script. It will take some time, then open the app script platform. This is where we're going to write our code that we're going to use. So the first thing we're going to do is give a name to the function we're going to be using to send the email. I'm going to give it an appropriate name, which is send email. And I'm also going to name the project send email. You can name it whatever you want, it doesn't matter. So having that, we have our function here that we're going to use. We're going to first define a number of variables that we shall need to complete this. The first thing in the Google Sheets, we shall need to get access to this, the sheet called customers and the sheet called email. So in AppScript, which is ideally the JavaScript, we are going to access those worksheets. So I'm going to call it WS, meaning worksheet customers. This is how we get to it. We go through the AppScript app. Then you type a dot, get active spreadsheet. Have the spreadsheet. Then we get sheet by name. And the name of our first sheet in quotes is customers. Then close the quotes, quotation mark. Now, that is for these customers. We need also to get access to this sheet. And to do that, we're going to define another variable, which is a constant worksheet email, which will be still go through the app, spreadsheet app, get active sheet. When we get the active sheet, get the sheet by name, spreadsheet by name. When we get there, we pick a sheet which is called email. So be careful to give it exact name of the sheet that is indicated right here. So now we have our sheets. What next are we going to do? The next thing we're going to do is, in order to go through this sheet, we need to loop through the rows. We go to the first row. We shall pick Jen, the name, plant it here as name. Then we also pick the email we shall use to send our email, pick the amount due, and come and plug it in here. So we need to get access to this email, and also we need to loop through this. So to get access to the email, first of all, we are going to define another constant, or let me make it an email. The email text will be, now the email text is in the worksheet called WS email. So we go to that worksheet dot, we need to get a range of the cell. So the range, which will be 1, 1, that is the range of the cell. And why is it 1, 1? Because it is, we have gone to this sheet in row 1 and column 1. So it is 1, 1. If it was in B here, it would be 1, 2, because this is 1, 2. It would be 1, 2. Row 1, column 2. This one is in row 1, column 1. So that's why we get the range as 1, 1. We have got the range, we need the value that is seated in the text that is seated here. And to get to that text, we use a function Go called get value. So this one will give us that text email that we're gonna use to send our email. So next, as I said, we need to loop through, and we're gonna loop through using the for loop, where we say let I equal to 2. And why is it 2? It is 2 because we are starting to loop from the second row. Then semicolon I less than or equal to last row. I'll show you in a minute how to get the last row. Then after that, we increment I by 1. So the first time this email runs, it will go to the first row. Then after that, go to the second, and so on. So what we have to do now, let's get the last row. And to get the last row, I'm going to select last row equal to, we'll get it from the sheet of customers, which we have named as WS customers. WS customers dot get last row. This is the function that we're going to use to get last row. So it will return for us number 3, because there are 3 rows, 1, 2, 3. So we are looping from 2 up to last row, which is 3. But we are saying it must be less, I must be less or equal to the last row. So this is the loop that we're going to go through. So as we go through this loop, what's going to happen? What's going to happen is we need to get the name, we need to get the email address, the amount due. So let's see how we get this. I'm going to select the email address equal to, in which worksheet are we getting the email address? This worksheet email dot, then we get the range. So the email address, sorry, it is not in this sheet, it's in the sheet called worksheet customers, then get range. Now the I here represents the row, so it will start with row 2, which is I, comma, then the column. In which row is the email address? In which column is the email address? Email address is in column 2, so I put a 2 here. So this gives us access to the cell, and when we reach the cell, we get the value in that cell using get value function. So when we do that, we have our email address. We're going to do the same for the name. We also need the name. So I'll put here name, and the name is in column 1. This is column 1. And then we get the value like so. We also need the amount due. So we're going to say let the amount equal to which column is the amount. Column is in amount 3, 1, 2, 3. So we put here 3, and then we get the value. Now, having got that, we need to replace the text here. We need to get the email text. So I'm going to select the email that I'm going to send will equal to. I'll need to get this text. Remember, this text is what we have right here, and it has this in it and that in it. We need to replace the name and the amount as shown there. And to do that, there's a function called replace. So what are we, the first argument we take is what are we replacing? We are going to replace in quotes name, which is this one here. And what are we going to replace it with? We're going to replace it with the name that we got from column 1, column 1, which is this column 1, which is this one here, the first one. So, and I've stored it in name variable here. That's the first replace we're doing. The next replace we're doing is to replace the amount, which is in this format. So I say again, replace. You can chain it. What are we replacing? Replacing amount like so. And what are we replacing this amount with? With the variable amount, what we have picked from the customer's sheet, which is amount. So having done that, it means we have got the email, which in this format, we have put there Jen, and we have put the amount for Jen, which is 20K. So that's what is happening right now. Now, after we have done all this, the next thing is we need to send an email. Send email. To send an email, we have another app called Mail App. Dot send email, and it takes 3 arguments. The first argument is the email address, and our email address is stored in this variable here, which is the email address, comma. The second variable, this is the recipient, as you can see. The second variable is the title of the message. Our title of the message is going to be, I'm going to say the name, then I add on a dash, and after the dash, I'm going to say amount due is US dollars. Then I add on the amount, which I'll have picked from here, which I say is amount. Then after that, the last variable I have is the body. Body is nothing but email that we're going to send, which is the email right there. So with that, I believe if everything is okay, we should be able to send the 2 emails, and then we shall check the email address to see whether we have received those 2 emails. Now, I'm trying to access the email address there. trying to go there. When you see here, let me delete these ones. This is what is in the inbox. So I need the 2 emails to go through. So what I need to do now is to run my function, which is called send email. So I come here and pick the function I'm going to run. Right now it is only one because it's only one function. However, if they had a number of functions here, there would be a list here, but I'll select what I want. I'll send email. And after I've done that, I need to click the button run. And when you do it for the first time, you need to give access to the spreadsheet and the email app. So I'll say review permissions. Then it will open this tab here. I'll have to pick the email address for the email account I'm gonna use. Gonna use this one. Then I go to advanced. Then continue, then allow. So I'm allowing access to those two. Then it runs the query, the function. It says execution started, execution completed. So let's go and check our email address. Then when we go there, let's check. We see the 2 emails. Tom, amount due is 22K as our heading. And I think that's what we had here. Tom, 22. And let's see the message. Click on that. See, dear Tom, this is to inform you the balance due for your attention is 22K. Your prompt action is appreciated. Yours, collection department. Then the second email is also here. Customized. This is Jen, and the amount is 20K. So the emails are customized, and it looks like someone just did it. Yet we automated this process, and emails just went through as shown. I hope this has been helpful. And this is, I'll observe the views on this. And if they are okay, I'll improve this and make it more useful. Thank you for watching. Hope this has been helpful. Please subscribe, like, comment, and see you in the next video.